Alright, well, so much for sleeping. As some of you know, or may know, sleep was a bit of a luxury for me, so couldn't get to sleep, so I'm back at it again with the tank. I just took it out of the box, so this is kind of what it looks like right now. I'm going to take all the shrink wrap and the foam. This is a box of parts, so let's take all that stuff off and take a better look at it. Alright, and there we go. All the plastic and styrofoam is away. It's a pretty heavy tank actually. The glass is still fairly thick for the size of the tank itself. I am noticing, hopefully the camera will pick it up here, the plastic inserts in the corners now, I guess they've put in for I guess the people that were cleaning the glass and hitting the sealant to the silicone, right? And tanks were exploding, so that's a good idea actually. They've got it on the sides and also along the bottom all the way around. Not back here, but I guess that's not a risk back here because you're just hitting the, I guess I'll call it the sump section. So it looks like an interesting build actually. Pretty sturdy. If you look at the glass here, it looks like the silicone beads are thick as hell, but not really, because you've got those plastic corner pieces in, which I think is a great idea. Kind of curious if anyone else has got one of the Gen 2s of the XL series, if they're doing the same thing there. Let me know if you're watching this video if they do the same on the corners for those tanks. Kind of curious. Nevertheless, a good idea. So let's gonna open up this box now and see what's in here. Alright, so we got a filter sponge, teeny tiny filter sock, and I guess these are for the return pump, hose and baffles, and they did mention they give you a free pack of carbon, so that's cool. Alright, I guess next let's see how the return pump is going to fit in here. Goes down the bottom there, but pretty tight getting your hands in there. Alright, let's see if we can figure this out. Alright, so I just opened up the box. We've got some parts here for the return pump and the nozzle that goes back into the tank. I opened up the return pump itself, and it comes basically like this. You just screw on your adapter here. Inside the box comes this green tube, so you don't have to go and cut one yourself, so that's cool. So you just have to put this on here, and then yeah, I guess I just gotta adjust it properly so I know which way it's facing. I'm guessing the pump goes like here, and then this would go on top like so. So now I pulled out this sponge from the top, and you'll see it has a slit down the middle, so I guess that's where the hose squeezes in. So I think what we have to do is put the pump down here like so. It's too bad there wasn't a different way to do that wire. And then I've got to put on, I guess, the ball joint, the stuff here. So can't do this and hold the camera at the same time, so I'm just going to hook it up and then I'll be right back. Alright, so real quick update. You have to remove this hose. I had it fixed onto the pump first, but you got to take this wide ring, slide it on here, and then it's going to screw into the back, but you need to put this stuff on. So you've got this little round ring, the nozzle where the water comes out, and a rubber seal. So you want to make sure you put those in like so, and you'll feel it just sort of fit on there, and then this screws into the back. So I'm going to screw that in now, and then I'll show you what that looks like. So one sec. Just to show you real quick what I did here, I just fixed those couple of pieces in there. Sorry, I know this is not the greatest how-to video. I'm trying to do it by myself and it's a little difficult. I'm going to put this on here. And you can see I'm screwing that piece on right here. Right there. So because the rubber's there, it gives it a good grip. You can hear it. And now the nozzle in front is really quite stiff, so you can adjust it right the way you want, like so. Alright, so I took the protein skimmer out of the box. It comes with a bunch of styrofoam and stuff, so it's well protected. It comes with its own pump. It's wrapped up in cellophane, so I'm just going to unpackage all this stuff. Packaging is really good actually, so shouldn't have any experiences in terms of shipping damage unless it's really kicked around. The build itself looks pretty cool. I'm just going to put this down for 1 second here. Take this off. Somehow. Oh, still got tape here. Okay. And there we have it. So voila. It's the bottom. Top. So tiny skimmer. Should do the tank just fine. Not going to be a big bio load in there anyway. And then you've also got the cover here too. So cover goes on top. Alright, let me put this together and then let's see what we have. Okay, so I just pushed the pump into the hole. There's 2 red seals there. It doesn't screw in, you actually just push it in so it wedges in there. And then you connect the Venturi hose, goes up to the top, and then you connect this little white piece up top here right onto that seal, and that's it. So again, I don't know what to do with the cable for the power. There isn't really a slot for it, so I'll have to see where we can angle that and get it out so it's not too intrusive, but I'm just gonna see how this fits in the back of the skimmer, and let's take a look. Okay, wish I could do this differently, but anyway. So I had this filter screen off, and I just placed the skimmer down facing this way, so the Venturi pump is going that way. Just sits there, and then you actually just place this on, and it kind of wedges it there, like so. So it's fairly stable. I'm curious to see when we get all running if it's got any vibrations or not, but that seems to be the way it goes. And then you have this little spongy piece here. It's got a little cutout in the center, and that just goes down here, I guess for bubbles. And that looks like it's it. The lid goes on top, which I have here. It goes like that. And that is it. So you got 2 wires coming out. One for the return pump, one for the skimmer. Return pump's all nestled down in there. And yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. At least the wires are somewhat out of the way. We just fish them behind, so you won't see them in front of the tank. The only other thing I'm curious now is the LED bracket is going to be fixed probably off center from what I can tell. That's a shame. We'll have to see. Alright, I'm going to put it on the cabinet and let's see what it looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the cabinet. Looks pretty neat and tidy. All my wires will be back behind here, so I won't see anything. I just got to make sure that I position the cabinet properly, so if I need to get to that plug back there, where everything plugs into, I can, but I guess I can go through the back, so not a big deal, right? So I think that's the assembly part. The only thing I do now is figure out that light, so I'm gonna, let's see if I can do that next. Hang on a second. So I did forget one piece, the ATO. I guess I'll put that on first before I set the light up to see if the light fits or how it fits. So it's got a nice little instruction booklet there, whopping 1 page. Box, and you can see the bulb inside, the float. Pretty standard stuff. And the instruction manual is extremely detailed. I mean, there's not much you need here anyway. So how you attach your float, where it goes on in the back of the unit. So let's get that sit in, and then we'll take a look and see where the light's going to go. Okay, so not much to this. There is a little lip on the back of it here, you can see, and that just rests on the back. So when you just slide this down, it literally just hangs there. So pretty easy fit. Again, sorry for the lighting, I'll try and clean that up. So I have no idea where that light's gonna go, but let's try that next. Here we go. Okay, so this is the light, Reef LED 90. Need to cut this open. Here. Again, I've never used one of these before, so this will be a first for me. I'll hook it up to the Red Sea app. Let's just open this. Yeah. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Even gives you a little picture of the red, what do you call it, reef beat. So I'm going to hook that up for sure, because I have the dosers on there as well. Get your little instruction manual. Nice padding as usual. Oh wow, that's a little bigger than I thought. Packed really, really well. There it is. Looks like a beast. And then you got your power brick, so I'm gonna have to do some cable management for this stuff. Alright, I'm gonna just open up the bracket, and then let's see what we got. Alright, so this is the bracket, the box for bracket. Nibbly bits, bracket on the lamp, and then the actual arm. So looks pretty heavy duty. So I'm just going to assemble this. I don't think you need to sleep through that. And then when I come back, we'll see where it's going to go on the aquarium. Alright? Alright, so frustration point number 1. Cannot put this bracket on with the skimmer there. There is no room. That's unfortunate. Not a big fan of that. So everything here is Red Sea, including the light, but it doesn't appear that there is enough room for that unless you take off the skimmer cup, which really defeats purpose because you need the skimmer cup. But there is absolutely, I know it's hard to see, there's absolutely no room here for that. So I don't know what I'm going to do there. I don't want to mount it on the side. It's going to look like shit, and it won't be centered. So, all right, we're going to have to give this some thought. Probably where I'm going to stop the video for now. Suggestions, let me know. I think the Nano Max is a little different, probably a different setup. This is disappointing. Anyway, let's see what happens. Stay tuned. Alright, so here's what I've come up with. I think the light is going to have to go on the side. Not what I want. I want it on the back. Can't put it on the back because of the protein skimmers there. There is no room to fit this bracket. So, can I live with it? Yeah, sure. Not a deal breaker for me. Would have been nice though to have it on the back. Just feel like it's a bit of an eyesore on the side. Having said that, it's not like everybody's going to be looking at the tank from here since it's in the corner, kitty corner. But anyway, at least it's in the center from here to here, and I can adjust it from the back. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I think I'm going to end this long video here. Apologies, it's my first kind of video trying to do a setup. I'm a little tired now. Thankfully though, I'll get some sleep, but kind of hard to do it on your own. So Is what it is. Anyway, questions, comments, please leave them down below. Always, always, always love to hear from you guys. If anyone has or thinks they have a solution, or if you guys have the same setup, hey man, love to hear from you on what you did for this, or maybe if you used a different light. I don't know. Anyway, this is a all Red Sea setup, so I thought it would have been a slam dunk, but pleasantly surprised. Anyway, thank you for watching as always. Appreciate it. As I said, leave any comments down below, suggestions. I always love to hear from you guys. All right, till we chat again, stay safe and happy reefing.